Hi everyone, I'm Father Scott Vanderveer, and you may have heard by now that the Diocese of Albany has suspended all public events and masses for the indefinite future. And that is hard news for us all. And it may make you feel like you're not going to be able to practice your faith any longer. And I just wanted to come and let you know that that is not true. That this will be a workout for our faith, like we have perhaps never had in our lifetime. There's a spiritual author who says, it's important not to see things like this as interruptions in our life, because there are no interruptions in life. Everything that happens is your life. So this is the spiritual homework that we have to do. It's not what we expected. I thought that I was preparing to give a presentation at my friend's parish in Tampa next week, but now I'm taking on the task of coordinating a big effort to help support the people in my parish as they deal with literally a life-threatening epidemic. I have to see this the same way that all of us do, that this is my work for this time and that we were born for this. We had no idea that this would be part of our path, but God chose us to be alive at this time in history so that we could reach our true potential and do what was needed for the good of everyone. St. Augustine said that the most important virtue for humans to show was humility. He said actually it was so important, it was in the first 3 of the top 5 virtues that humans need. And I can't think of anything that is making us more humble than this. All of our plans, all of our sophistication, everything that caused us to think we were in control, it's all just falling like dominoes. And we have to admit that this becomes then a spiritual opportunity for a level of humility that we have never had before. Mother Teresa was once asked, what is the biggest problem in the world? And she said, the biggest problem in the world is when people draw the circle of their family too small. And I think you would agree that we in our culture have been doing that, at least for the past 5 years, but even more than that. We have been more divided than in the history of the United States since pre-Civil War. And so we cannot live that way anymore. One thing that is very clear about this epidemic already is that people are pulling together. And this is just the beginning. We are now going to be united as one family, united in God's love in a way that we never have before. Because we Catholics can't gather in our parish church any longer, we have some big challenges. And I think those challenges also take the form of opportunity. So I'd like to tell you the top 3 things that we as a staff are going to focus on over the next coming weeks at St. Mary's in Coxsackie and St. Patrick's in Ravenna. First of all, we are going to help you form small groups to pray together. We are looking at all the database information we have at our parish. We are identifying active Catholics who might be interested in hosting small prayer groups in their homes. And then we're going to identify other Catholics who live in their neighborhood, and we're going to work at connecting you and giving you some actual plans, some actual platforms that you can use to pray together. This is exactly what they did in the early church. When Christianity was young, it was an outlaw religion, and the Romans were working hard to not only banish it, but to kill Christians. Because we are dealing with a life-threatening illness right now that also threatens us in a way that we've never seen before, coming together in small groups quietly, just as a way to support and strengthen each other and connect with our Maker, is exactly what our ancestors would have us do. So if you're interested in forming a small group or you'd like to host one, give our office a call. Call St. Mary's office or St. Patrick's office to have your name added to the list, and we will be reaching out to you soon. The second thing that we want to do as parish communities is we want to help you get connected to the places that most need your support for donations. Catholic Charities is the best outfit for you to turn to help people in the biggest way possible. Catholic Charities is filled with experts on human service and on charity work. And so if you go to the Catholic Charities of Columbia and Greene County's homepage, you can just search for that on Google. You'll find a donate tab at the top and you can click on that. If you'd rather give to Albany County Catholic Charities, you can do that by just Googling Catholic Charities of Albany County, and you'll find it's called Tri-County Catholic Charities, and then you can donate there as well. You may also have free time that you were not expecting because your workplace is closed right now. If you are healthy and if it is allowed by the local authorities, then we would like to help connect you with places where you could donate your time. And some of those time donations could be made right to your parish. And thirdly, we are researching right now what to do about people who got panicked and drew the circle of their family just a little bit small. Already people have been approaching me and asking, Father, I bought a lot of hand sanitizer. Is there anyone who needs it? Could you please call me if they do? And I can tell you that I'm sure there are people who need it. We know that there are shortages of hand sanitizer, toilet paper, baby wipes, rubbing alcohol, and some other basic needs. We're going to be working with local authorities to find out how we can get those from people's stockpiles into the hands of people who need them most. If you were at Mass this weekend, you knew that we weren't allowed to use hymnals. And so we had to sing songs that everybody knew by heart. I called them jokingly Vatican Top 40 hits. And the song that really united us all was a song that we have sung during the hardest times in families' lives. And it's a song that I think is one that can be with us everywhere we go and in everything we do in these days. If you stand before the power of hell and death is at your side, know that I am with you through it all. Be not afraid. I go before you always. Come, follow me, and I will give